very familiar psalm. Now, as I go along, I'll kind of explain some of this. Like I say, I only got a few minutes, but that's okay. Talk fast and y'all listen fast and we'll get this. Notice Psalms 23, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. You know, as I was thinking about this, I have three things also, to give you, and it'll be quick, and some of these things you may write down or think about this afternoon. But I have a couple things. Again, each sheep, and I want you to get this right here, can claim the care which is promised to the whole flock. It's not just, for the whole flock, but I mean, each one of us can claim these promises for ourselves. And again, it's a very familiar psalm. People, do it at funerals. They do it, all the time, during the year, whatever. But the reason I wanted to say this is because a couple of these points deal with a friend of ours who's passing away. And again, the first thing I wanted you to see, the secret of a happy life, like what Brother Franco was talking about right here, is every need supplied. In other words, you can, because it's not everything, you try to grab onto some things, and God is not talking about that. He's talking about, I shall not want. In other words, for something. And when we need it, and God is right there. And so this leading, this gently leading, the shepherd, again, is talked about in 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 5, again, the shepherd. And then the Lord talked about in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 28, when he talks about that. But really the secret of a happy life, in other words, is having that need. And it doesn't matter because, like Philippians 4 talked about, which is a part of what he had said, was, how that God is going to supply all our needs according to his riches. So it's his riches, it's not ours. And so, but the secret behind all that is the fact that we can count and be content with who Jesus Christ is as our shepherd. And so that's one of the things. The next thing, now get this, because you say there's a secret of a happy death. You say, what is that? Is every fear is removed. And so there's a lot of fears, there's a lot of things going on in this friend of ours that, again, this every fear. And this man is fearing like crazy right now for the simple fact, I don't even know if he's saved or not. In other words, he grew up in a church, but when there was a point in his life where he didn't want to have anything to do with it. He hates God. He tells people to get away from him, and I've tried to, open up and things like that. But I mean, here, he's dying, and he doesn't want to hear about any of these things. And again, because it's a fearful thing, but God, says right here that, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow, I will fear no evil. And so the promises that God has given us, in other words, we can take these things and apply them, whether, in life or in death, as far as this thing is concerned. Again, that every fear one day will be removed, according to the Word of God. And the last thing, real quickly, the secret of a happy eternity is every desire fulfilled. And one day we will have everything that, and the main thing that I'm really looking for, is to see Jesus Christ. And so, all these other things will become, really small in our sight, like the song talks about, again, in a secret of a happy eternity. And again, you're talking eons of time. There's no time limit when you stop and think about that, and all these things is going to be removed. Verse 6, it says, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That's where it's going to be at his throne. Like the songs that were sung this morning, and I was grateful for that song, they're talking about that. So keep those things in mind. Again, it's real quick, but I think it's something we can take home with us.